For Newcastle, it's 6 decades plus without winning even a trophy. They've been trophyless for 6 decades plus. For United, we are a half a decade, all 6 years without winning a trophy. And this is where the manager, Erik ten Hag, has really gone ahead to say that it does not matter if at all we win these games and not win the trophy. What we need is the trophy, and we're here to break down the game of Manchester United versus Newcastle at Wembley, obviously happening tomorrow. And obviously, this is what we call the match preview of the Carabao Cup finale in Wembley. Welcome to United Matters channel. How are you guys, and where you watching us from? Rokan David is my name. Smash the like button, comment and share, and don't forget to do the needful and subscribe to this channel because we want to hit 12,000 subscribers before the end of March, because as it stands for February, we've managed to hit 11,000 subscribers. What a very good hit by United Matters channel, and who has made it happen? It's you, the people who are really viewing in this channel, that is United Matters channel. Now, we all know that tomorrow is a very big day. We might find ourselves really bagging our first silverware trophy ever since Ten Hag came in here. He's just 7 months here, but he's doing lots of wonders, knocking out Barcelona, still in the Carabao Cup, still in the FA Cup, and just 5 points behind Arsenal, the Premier League table leaders of England. So it shows you that the manager is doing a very good job. But putting all that aside, we are putting our focus on only one thing, that is the Carabao Cup finale. And how is it standing right now as far as the injury list of United is concerned? Anthony Martial is not available, but he's on his way. Danny Van Beek out until the end of the season. Then Eriksen is really another player who is really going to suffer, who is going to be out until the end of April. That is Christian Eriksen for you, the manager of, the central midfielder of Manchester United. Rashford, little bit of a doubt, but I believe he's going to force himself play into this beautiful game of football, because I've read a story that Rashford thinks if at all we win a trophy tomorrow against Newcastle, that will be a very good revamp of Manchester United to glory days that we experienced close to a decade ago when Sir Alex Ferguson left in 2013. We look at Newcastle. They are having one injury, and it's for a player known as Emil Cruyff. That is the only one. The doubtful players are Joe Wellington and Joe Willock, but it's thought that they might shake off their thigh concerns to make themselves available for selection. I believe in such a game of football, they can even go in for a painkiller to see to it that they really make it to this squad that is going to see Newcastle play at Wembley. That is tomorrow. When you look at Newcastle, they are having 3 players who are really suspended. Anthony Gordon, their latest signing from Everton, is captained because he played for Everton in this competition. Then Martin Dubravka, he's suspended. He played for Manchester United in this cup competition. But fun enough, if United wins the trophy, he's going to get himself a medal. That's it. He's going to get himself a medal. Nick Pope is serving a 3-match ban suspension because of the red card he really got when they were playing against Liverpool over the weekend. That was on a Saturday, and is out, meaning that Karius is one of those goalkeepers that is left and is going to come in through to be in between those stitches as United faces Newcastle. So it looks like the weekend department of Newcastle is the goalkeeping department, because the first choice and second choice goalkeepers are out, and now they have to look at the third choice goalkeeper, Karius. If you remember Karius, he was into that Champions League finale that saw Liverpool being smashed by Real Madrid in, I think it was Turkey. That was when 2017, 2018. I think that was when Liverpool was beaten by Real Madrid 3-1, and the goalkeeper gave away 2 good goals to them. The first one, he gifted it to Benzema, and Real Madrid found themselves ahead. So it shows you how good So it shows you how bad Karius is and why the reason as to why worry should be piling all over a team of Newcastle as far as that goalkeeping department is concerned. Now, for Erik ten Hag, he really conducted a press conference yesterday, and he complained about how Newcastle are really a time-wasting team, but he said he's really having the best way to beat them. As he promised us against Barcelona that he has a plan, obviously his plan worked out well, and it saw United going toe-to-toe with Barcelona and beating them by 2-1. What a way to find ourselves in a very good motivated mood as far as these fixtures are concerned. Knocking out Barcelona just gives you a mindset that is really way far ahead of that of a team called Newcastle, because when was the last time Newcastle knocked out a giant? If I thought they had beaten Liverpool over the weekend, that would have been a very huge boost into this. But in the previous 6-7 fixtures, they've been really doing badly. That is Newcastle for you. And one will say, but maybe it's all about Bruno Guimaraes. But even if Bruno Guimaraes was there, Newcastle have gone ahead also to perform badly in their previous 6 fixtures. Remember, in the previous 3 fixtures, he has not been part, and obviously they've not registered wins in there for you. But they're coming to Wembley, and United are looking a more hungry team to take on this. Now, let's go into the predicted starting 11 of Manchester United and see who is going to make it into the starting 11 of Manchester United as we take on a side called Newcastle at Wembley, a stadium that really seats 89,874 people. That is its capacity. So we are waiting to see how people are really going to turn up, especially the fans of United. Wembley, you know that? We are heading to Wembley, and we just can't wait to find ourselves into the lifting mode of that trophy. When you look at United, I believe no one beats David De Gea to this. It's a cup finale. I know against Nottingham, it was Tom Heaton in goal. This time round, it's David De Gea. Another most important game of Manchester United that is going to mark the winning trend or trek of Erik ten Hag at Old Trafford if he wins. If he doesn't win, it will be a hard luck, and we will really look at the next game. But as things stand, it looks like blessings are really showering Ten Hag all over, and he's just sending a message outside there that I'm really here to do the needful and win the beautiful game of football. In goal, I think it's going to be David De Gea. No one can really put him out of that position. He has worked out for it, though he put out a very bad pass that would have resulted us to concede the second goal against Barcelona. But Casemiro, Lisandro Martinez and Luke Shaw combined very well to stop that from crossing the line. So, right back, in the game of Barcelona, Aaron Wan-Bissaka played that part, but he was really taken off, and Delo came on through and played the last 25 minutes of the game as we hunted for the winning goal. Now, I believe Ten Hag has belief now in Aaron Wan-Bissaka that he has really reached the level that at least he wants him to be, and he can trust him to play in his team. But looks like rotation is one of those things that Ten Hag has mastered, especially in the back 4 positions of the defense of United. In the game of Barcelona away, it was Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Then, when we were playing Leicester at Old Trafford, it was Diego Dallo. Against Barcelona, it was Bissaka who started, and I predicted that Bissaka is going to start. This time round, I think Dallo is taking this slot. I see Dallo starting as the right back for Manchester United because I think Ten Hag would want a lot of delivery and service coming in from the right back, because this is a finale and you have to kill it off immediately. That's it. On the left back, Malacia or Luke Shaw. Malacia never played any minute in the game of Leicester City. In the game of Barcelona, he never showed up. But the manager is is fond of rotating players. But I believe this is the most important game for Erik ten Hag to mark the commence of his success at Old Trafford, and I don't see him going all out, and not giving Luke Shaw a start. I think Shaw is starting. I mean, it's him having played on Thursday. He's going to start this beautiful game of football because this is a lineup. This is a game where you need every best player that you have on your pitch. You get? That's it. So for the central defense, I think Lindelof is not coming in through. Maguire is not coming in through. It's obviously the best central defensive partnership into the Premier League. Rafael Varane playing with the right side of the central defense. Lisandro Martinez playing with the right side of the central defense. That is how I believe you're going to stand. That back four has been elite. It's the best back four of United that has kept us clean sheets. Every time you see those four together, you know that a clean sheet is going to come through. Because even against Barcelona at Old Trafford, they just got a soft penalty because Bruno came in through and really did the unbelievable and brought Balde down. That is the reason as to why we found ourselves into that position. But that back four is really great. And against Newcastle, I think they can keep a clean sheet again. They can keep a clean sheet, according to me, at Wembley. So that is my back four, according to me. And now let's go to the other players as they are going to stand. The system is 4-2-3-1. I'm sorry. It's 4-2-3-1. Let's go to the double pivot. The double pivot, there is a constant that needs no debate. It's this man, Casemiro. A man who never played over the weekend but came in through and played on Thursday, meaning that he's really fully gassed to come in and really play this position. And he's going to be facing his fellow Brazilian in the central defensive midfield area known as Bruno Guimaraes, returning from a 3-match suspension after getting a red card in the semi-final Carabao Cup return game against Southampton. But he is really back here to see to it that he really gets himself in the mood and obviously do the needful for the club of Newcastle. But Casemiro, best CDM in the world, and is better than Bruno Guimaraes because it has been reflected in the national team that they've always gone in for Casemiro over Bruno Guimaraes. Now, the other contagious position that we are going to discuss about is that second player to play alongside Casemiro in the double pivot. That is the most important position here that we have to discuss. As it stands, Freddie has been playing very well. He played close to 56 minutes against Leicester. The game of Barcelona, he played 90 minutes. Sabister never played a minute in the game of Barcelona. That means the manager has to rest Freddie, according to me. He has to rest him. And amidst Freddie coming out and really being good in the second half, he has always looked horrible during the first half. So I believe it's going to be Sabitzer starting to that position. And I think Freddie is going to be rested. Scott McTominay won't come nowhere near a start. And it's Sabitzer versus Casemiro. I would love to see this midfield like this. For Barcelona, I understood the assignment that maybe it's one of those games that you cannot go out. You can't go all out and really try out something new. But I believe in this game against Newcastle, it's high time Sabitzer came in to play with Casemiro in this beautiful game of football, because even on Wednesday, you're playing West Ham. So I think Sabitzer can come in through and really play to that position alongside Casemiro to go ahead and really suffocate that midfield of Joe Wellington, which other guy, Bruno Guimaraes and Joe Willock, because that's the midfield three of Newcastle. Then the central attacking midfielder, he needs no further explanation. That is Bruno Fernandes. Obviously, costing us a penalty, missing out on 2 chances in the first half, but he came in through and really got himself involved in the 2 goals we score against Barcelona that gave us a lead and proceeded to the round of 16 where we have been drawn against Real Betis. That is Bruno Fernandes for you, playing into that position again, because I believe that's where he benefits the team more. I know when you're playing Leicester City, he was playing as a right winger and put into assists, but I believe we get a lot from him when he's playing into that central attacking midfield position for Manchester United. Then, the right winger, who should start in that position? Is it Sancho, Facundo Pellistri, Antony, or Anton Elanga? So, according to me, Ten Hag is good at rewarding those players who really perform very well. And I think he loves Antony a lot. I think Sancho looked good, but not as to those levels he always looks good too when he comes off the bench. And with Martial not yet returning, I believe we need a stronger bench. And I think Ten Hag is going to go with shirt number 21. That is Antony, who came on and really played very well. He offers us some great balance into this beautiful game of football. And I think having played 45 minutes against Barcelona, he's fit to start the game of Newcastle. And I believe Antony is going to be playing onto that side and Sancho is going to be benched. Unless otherwise, this man is not past fit. I think this is the only way Sancho finds himself in this team if at all Rashford is not past fit. But I believe Rashford is going to be past fit to play against Newcastle. And guess who's going to be leading the line? I think it's going to be Wout Weghorst. Now, the return of Antony is going to facilitate the return of Bruno Fernandes in his central attacking midfield position to see to it that he really creates chances and really does the needful to win all that midfield battle between us and Newcastle. The physicality is going to be way high. That's why I think Sabister is needed and Casemiro in that midfield to play a very huge role together to find ourselves into a winning mode. Now, when you look at those players, as I've told you, we'll be having a very good bench. Sancho, Elanga, Sancho, Garnacho, Fred. Those three players are really going to be impactful players if at all they come on the field of play. And I think that's why Ten Hag won't find it hard to name that starting 11. I've really gone ahead to show you. But let's talk about the battles that we need to face. Saint-Maximin versus Diego Dalot. I think Dalot will win that battle. According to me, he will. He will win it, and Newcastle won't be a threat to us via that situation because he has gone ahead to close down very many players. Even if it's Bissaka who's going to come in through, he has proven to us that defensively he's good, and Saint-Maximin won't get a chance, according to me. Then Miguel Almiron facing Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has just gone ahead to close down players like Rafinha, you get Riyad Mahrez, Bukayo Saka, and very many more. I think Miguel Almiron is on the decline, and his trajectory never kept rising. It's really at the diminishing returns now. The trajectory is no longer high as it used to be, and it was not kept as how it was when the season started, because we went ahead to score close to 10 goals in the Premier League for Newcastle, and I think is their high-scoring player. The other battle, Ishak, Lisandro Martinez, and Varane. I think Varane has faced it all. He has faced all the deadliest strikers in the world, and I think a guy called Ishak or Callum Wilson will be closed down well by those players. Then the midfield, Bruno Guimaraes, Joelinton versus Sabitzer and Casemiro. I believe you're winning that midfield battle. Though I know that Bruno Guimaraes is somehow brilliant. He can pull out a moment. But I believe we are having every weapon to take to them, because when you look at our bench, they won't be having a rich bench like ours. Having Freddy, Sancho, and Garnacho off the bench is really a very, very huge boost as you go into this game of Newcastle to play in the finale. So, what's the prediction? 2-0 United or 3-1 United. That's my prediction. I believe we are having more hungry players than those of Newcastle, amidst the club of Newcastle and the owners coming out and really promising £1 million per a player if at all they really win the trophy. That is a very good boost. But I believe for us and the players of United, the boost is not all about money. As Diego Dalot told you at the beginning of the season, that they want to be the first set of players to come out and really get United back to its glory days. That's the mission, and he wants to really fulfill it. That's why he is really working tooth and nail to find himself in a position of really putting United back to winning ways. So it's all about getting United where it deserves. Varane, Casemiro, the experience has really come out and really kept them into a position of really trying to win trophies. And let me show you something that Casemiro said, and you're going to get to know why I'm telling you that Newcastle is nowhere near winning this trophy. But we can't rule them out, because any team that really reaches the final is as good as really winning the finale, because they've also put in a shift, but their shifts are really known to that level of Manchester United. Then Casemiro had the following to say: That was yesterday after the game of Barcelona. He said, I want to be known here as a player who wins championships. That's the most important thing. We know it's hard to win titles, especially in the Premier League, where every game is tough. Now, he wants to be remembered as a trophy-winning player at Old Trafford, and he is not the only player that's having this mentality. The likes of Antony, Lisandro Martinez, Sabister, Casemiro, Rashford. Very many players want to be winners at this club. Imagine Sabister lifting his first trophy for Manchester United in his loan spell at Old Trafford, in his loan spell at Manchester United. That would mean a lot to his career because he's winning it at a different club of football altogether. So guys, that's what I had for you today. But Ten Hag is a man that's shown us that's going to go ahead and really change games. You know that very well. He's not going to fail to change games at any juncture. And he has shown it that in every game that we face, he goes ahead to make those changes that really well deserved. And every hurdle that has been put ahead of us, Ten Hag has gone ahead to really dislodge it out of our way, and we've conceded, and we've gone ahead to continue and really win. In the last 20 games, he has gone ahead to win 19 and registered only, I think he has won 18 and registered 2 draws. That is Erik ten Hag. He's in the form of United's life, and we can't wait to see what is going to happen. But I'm calling for United to start on very, very fast, not slowly, because we saw it against Leicester City. If at all they were really clinical enough and David De Gea never pulled up those worldly saves, we would have found ourselves in a position of really being 1 or 2 goals behind. For Newcastle, don't give them any chance. Start them off. Kickstart off that first half on the high, and we are going to really beat them, because in finales, the first goal is always important, because Newcastle is a team that really wastes a lot of time even when the game is level. That means if they really get 1 goal, they're going to make it hard. They're going to park the bus and obviously use the space of Santi Maxima and Miguel Amaron to go ahead and really hit you on the break. Rokan David is my name. Your reactions are welcome in the comment section below. Who do you think is lifting the Carabao Cup? I believe it's Manchester United. We are going all out. We are going full steam, full energy at Wembley to really put Newcastle where they deserve to be. May the Almighty Lord bless you abundantly. I sign out for now. See you later. Don't forget to subscribe, because we want to hit 12,000 subscribers on this channel. Rokan David is my name again. I sign out for now. See you later. Good afternoon, my mates.